In this life, most of us will face issues that cannot be fixed when we have the wrong mindset. Whether that's issues with our work, social life, or relationships, we all face them. A constantly worried mind is not a mind that is capable of fixing the problems that are holding you back from whatever you feel your purpose is. One of the best methods for dealing with this stress is meditation, an ancient focus-based practice that has undoubtedly stood the test of time. In this video, we'll talk about how you can go from never having meditated in your life to becoming your own teacher. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about issues relating to mental health, self-improvement, general medical problems, and the journey to overall wellness. We put out weekly videos on these topics, and our content is based on scientific research and our experience as physicians practicing both Western and Eastern medicine. If this appeals to you, be sure to like this video and stick till the very end for some bonus information about meditation. Without further ado, let's head straight into the main topic of today's video: how to teach yourself to meditate. Step 1. Decide the goal of your meditation. Different people may choose to meditate for various reasons. For example, perhaps you often struggle to focus at work and need help getting your mind laser focused on a task. Other people might want to meditate because they often find themselves depressed and need help gaining a more positive mindset. Some of the most common goals of meditation include stress reduction, anxiety relief, increasing focus, and dealing with negative thoughts. If you want to solve a problem, you first need to identify what the problem is. Only by knowing the end goal of your meditation can you assess whether or not your current method is working or if you need to change anything. Step 2. Pick which type of meditation will work for you. When we hear the word meditation, many will think of a Buddhist monk sitting on a hilltop saying "Hom" repeatedly. And yes, this is definitely a form of meditation, but it is far from the only one. Look at the various forms of meditation before coming to your conclusion about which type will work best for you. Perhaps the answer is not a single type, but a combination of multiple different ones, combined in a way that suits you, your life, and your mindset. The two most important questions to ask before deciding which type of meditation to practice are: which type is best suited to address the issues I'm dealing with, and which type will be most realistic to implement in my lifestyle. So, what are the different types of meditation? Well, there's a lot, but here are some of the most common. Mindfulness, centered around paying attention to your thoughts, not judging them as either positive or negative, but just being aware of them. Spiritual, a rather broad category. Spiritual meditation is about connecting to a more spiritual realm and finding a path of spiritual fulfillment. Some examples of spiritual meditation include contemplative prayer and Kabbalistic practices. Focused, find something and focus on it. This could be your breathing, the sound of a gong, the light of a candle, or the moon, whatever works for you. Movement, by focusing on your body and how it moves, you can become aware of your relationship to it. Some examples include walking meditation, yoga, and Tai Chi. Mantra, a sound is repeated and you focus on nothing but that sound. Progressive relaxation, tighten and relax one muscle at a time to become more aware of your body and its relationship to the world. Visualization, thinking about positive scenes and images to drive out negative ones. Step 3. Do your research. After deciding which meditation will be best for you, it's time to hit the books or internet and learn everything you can about it. Where you get this information is up to you. Just make sure you do as much research as possible to understand your chosen meditation's history, methodology, and outcome. One place to gain new information, books, can be bought cheaply on places such as Amazon or eBay. If you have a more limited budget, you could also just use Google, which will have all the information you could need and a lot more. If during your research you decide that the meditation type you've chosen won't work, it's not too late to rethink it. Thanks to the miracle of the internet, you can research multiple meditation forms in one sitting. Step 4. Plan your meditation. Once your research has told you how to meditate, you must plan when and where. You must pick a time and place that will both achieve the intended purpose of your meditation and work around your current schedule. Think about what times of the day or week you are most likely to find some quiet, uninterrupted space where you can focus on nothing but your practice. Perhaps you find it easier to meditate when everyone else has gone to sleep, not woken up yet, or has left the house. If you need to, feel free to leave the house and go into a forest, park, or other quiet space, because if you live in a hectic and loud house, leaving it may be the only way to meditate. Step 5. Start with guided meditation. This is the only step on this list you could skip if you feel confident. If you think the information you've gained from your research is enough to start meditating, then just get on with it. However, for some people, even after reading all the information, you may still need some help translating that research into action. A great way to do this is via guided meditation. Guided meditation will give you a better idea of how to construct your own practice, giving you the tools you need to create something that works for your mind. Think of how if you want to cook, you may follow a recipe before you come up with your own. To get guided meditations, there are multiple apps, including Headspace, Calm, and Buddhify. We recommend finding an app that focuses on the type of meditation you have chosen. You can also find plenty of guided meditations on platforms such as Spotify or YouTube, which, unlike meditation apps, have the advantage of being free. At this stage, you may decide that a type of meditation that seemed great on paper or blog doesn't work well for you in reality. And that's fine. It's not too late to go back to step 3. Step 6. Figure out what works and what doesn't. After a few guided meditation sessions, ask yourself what is working and what isn't. By consciously thinking about what you're doing wrong, you can determine whether these errors are worth fixing, or if you should completely change your method. For example, perhaps you often get distracted by other people during your walking meditations, or find it too difficult to acknowledge your thoughts without judging them. Whether the issue is related to the meditation method, the techniques, your environment, or anything else, it's crucial to come up with a plan for overcoming these challenges and come up with a new plan that will enable you to make the most out of meditation. Step 7. Start to do it yourself. Now it's time to combine all the information and theory you learned in Step 3 with the techniques from the guided meditation in Step 5 and the lessons you learned about yourself in Step 6. Using what you've learned, come up with your own meditations, which deal with the issues you're struggling with and the challenges you're trying to overcome. Once you master being able to meditate on your own, you will have no need for apps or streaming services anymore. If you find aspects of several meditation types that help you, but none of them work on their own, feel free to combine them in whichever way you see fit. For example, perhaps you like the movement of walking meditation, but the quiet of focused meditation. It's all about what works for you. Step 8. Keep it going. If you think that after one session of non-guided solo meditation, you will become the next Dalai Lama, I'm afraid you can expect to become very disappointed. To thoroughly learn how to meditate on your own, you must pick a time and place to commit to it. For this, self-discipline is vital. It doesn't matter how tired you are or what other options there are. If it's your meditation time, you need to meditate. By constantly practicing, you will learn more about how to use the techniques you've learned in a way that suits how you think and perceive the world. Step 9. Ask yourself, am I meeting my goal? In Step 1, we told you to think about what you want to gain from your meditation. At the end of each meditation session, whether self-guided or otherwise, you need to ask yourself, did that help me to meet my goal? If your goal is more about how you act in your daily life, you might want to ask yourself if you have improved as a person since your last meditation session, even just a little bit. If not, you need to question where you're going wrong and how to improve. Perhaps you chose the wrong form of meditation, or maybe you misunderstood the research. Whatever the reason is, you need to figure it out and find a new meditation that will work for you and fulfill the purpose that encouraged you to start meditation. And here is a little bonus for you: the actual health benefits of meditation. As we mentioned right at the beginning of this video, meditation has stood the test of time, and that's because it is a tried and tested method for reducing stress. When we become stressed, our brains release a hormone called cortisol, which disrupts sleep and causes mental health conditions such as depression or anxiety. But one study, which took place over 8 weeks, found that meditation reduces the brain inflammation that cortisol causes. This also helps with other stress-related issues, such as lack of self-awareness, depression, anxiety, and all the domino effect issues these conditions can cause. When we meditate, our brains release another hormone called gabapentin, which blocks impulses and nerve activity, thus reducing stress levels and allowing you to focus more. But remember, meditation is not a solution to everything. Before we end this video, we want to warn you about what meditation will not do. Some people think all their problems will disappear if they just start meditating, but this isn't true. Meditation is not about solving issues. It's about putting yourself into a mindset that will enable you to solve the problems. This practice is excellent at helping you overcome these emotions and take on life's challenges. Still, it will not deal with the challenges for you. So, what do you think? Are you going to start meditating, or are you already a pro? Sound off in the comments and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. If you find this information helpful, we're sure you'll enjoy this other video from our channel. Until next time, we wish you a happy and healthy day.